Hello guys and welcome to the Code Patch. My name is Nick and this is your second C++ programming tutorial. So in the last tutorial I explained to you guys what is a compiler, and I promised to you that I'll explain this little sample of code right here. Alright, so I'm just going to do just that. So for now I want you guys to ignore these two first lines. Alright, I'll come to them later. And let's start here. So it says something like int main, then two brackets, then a curly bracket, and then some code, and then another curly bracket. So these curly brackets mark the beginning and the end of our program. Alright, so they mark the beginning and ending of this main body. So this main is a function, so it is our main function, and every program must have its main function because that is where our computer starts and ends executing our code. So this main function has its body, and its body is in between these two curly brackets. Alright, so this is its body and this is its name, which is main, and every program must have a main. So remember that when you create a new program you're also going to need a main. And this int is a data type or return type for our function, and we'll learn that later. Right, for now ignore this int too. So let's get onto the first line here. So it says cout, and then some arrows to the left, and then some text, and then again some arrows to the left, and end line. Right, so what does this code does? Well, this cout is basically a function for us to print out something on the screen. So in this case we're printing out hello world. So let me just compile and run this, and you can see it says hello world. So let me explain to you how this works. Alright, so there is something called a standard out buffer, and in our case our standard out buffer is a monitor. Alright, so your monitor. Now it can be changed. Alright, so your standard out buffer can be something else, but in our case it's a monitor, and that's why when we run this program it opens this little console and it prints out hello world on the screen. Alright, so it doesn't have to be on the monitor. It can be in some text file or something else. Alright, so let me explain to you how this cout works. Let me open Paint, and so there is our standard out buffer here, which is in our case our monitor. Alright, and then there is this cout function, and basically whatever you put here will be passed to your standard out buffer, and it will show up here. So it says hello world. Alright, and we can use multiple text in one cout. So we can say cout, then some text, then we can add another one and say something else, and note that whatever you want to write out on the screen must be under these quotation marks. Alright, so if it's a text it must be under the quotation marks. So now when I compile and run this, you can see that we also printed out something else, and this also can be done like this. So you don't need to put it all in the one line. You can say another cout and say something else. Now you will see the difference, that this something else has gone into the next line, and this is why, or this is because we have this end line at the end of our first instruction. So this end line basically means print out hello world. Alright, and then after that print out a new line, and that is why this something else went down here. Alright, so if we didn't have this, it would just say oh hello world something else all in one line, so like this. So these end lines are useful to make our text that we print out looks a little bit nicer. So that's it, basically this cout function. It takes something, alright, it takes something here and pass it to a monitor. Now it doesn't have to be a text like in this case. It can be some variables or something else, some values. You'll see later. Alright, and that is this cout. Alright, and this return is basically a return. What do we return when we end our main program? and we return 0 in this case. And this also, you don't need to know what is this right now, right? So I'll explain to you that in the future tutorials. So these are alright. So we basically passed our body of our main. Now let me get onto these first two lines that we skipped in the beginning. So this using namespace std. Alright, namespaces are something that is used in programming to make, it's like a last name of something. Alright, so for example, our cout function and endline functions all come from the namespace std. And if we didn't have this, when we try to compile and run this, we will get an error here saying that cout was not declared in the scope. So alright, you see when you get an error, you get it like this, and it basically prints out on one line in it, on what line is it and what is the error. So that's how we debug our programs. So yeah, we have a problem and it says the cout was not declared, and that's why we didn't say that this cout is from the std, which is, alright. So we would need to do this when we write every cout and every endline. We would need to say that this cout is from the namespace std, and to avoid that, because we are lazy, we are just going to say that we are using the namespace std. Alright, so that's that. It's nothing important for now really, so just take it like that. And this last line, so this first line is, it says include Iostream. So this Iostream is a library, and libraries in programming are basically used to store all of our functions that we will be using. So for example, this Iostream holds functions like cout, like endline, like cin, and so on and so on. So without this, our compiler wouldn't know what this cout does at all. Alright, so if I again comment this out and try to run this, so it says the cout again was not declared. Alright, so it doesn't exist in our libraries right now because we didn't include it in our program. Alright, so we need to say that we are using the library Iostream, which holds these functions. So when our compiler tries to translate our program, basically it must know from where this cout has come from. Right, so it comes from this Iostream library. Alright, so that's it basically for this code. Let me just write something else so you can see. So I can see out, I don't know, some numbers. Alright, so let's now compile and run it, and let's put it in another line. So we don't need to put it here, we can just say cout and line. So this does the exact same as this one here. So let me show you now, and you can have them as many as you want. So let me just copy this. Alright, so let me compile and run. So you see we have that many spaces or new lines. Alright, so that's it for this tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.